Welcome to Heaven on Mother Earth. My name is Heaven, and I am here to be your guide to your authentic self. We are breaking through illusions and getting to the real. Getting to the real. I created this channel because I realized that we're so much connected than what we really think we are. And I've learned that through experiences, seeing other tarot and oracle readers, conversations with people on a regular. We go through the same thing, but it's certain chosen ones out there that have a bigger journey, and it's a little bit harder for us because we have to go through certain experiences and learn certain lessons in order to get to our authentic self or to our destiny or our higher self. So I was having this conversation with myself that, make a channel about, breaking through the illusions and seeing through the veil and becoming your authentic self. Now, if you're going through a big shift right now, you're going to relate to what I'm about to tell you from what I wrote down in my book, right? All right. So this is how I just experienced a big shift in my life, and it had allowed me to see that I was holding myself back and that I deserve so much better. And it was a lot. I'm not even going to front. It was a lot, right? And I'm sure you're going through the same thing, even if it's the relationships, career, friendships, family. You just went through a big shift and you feel different. You could tell, right? So this is what I wrote down. Confidence coming back, feeling like who you really are. You're receiving an inheritance. We have overcome the darkness and are now moving into the light, but we must remove the final piece to get to our happiness. For me, is conquering my fear of being seen, to look and sound foolish on my channel, down on myself and self-sabotaging. Many of us had to release things that was holding us back, and it wasn't easy, and we are still healing through this. But we answered the call. We pushed forward because it was time. It was time to close that chapter so we can become our authentic self, so we can reap the benefits of all this good karma waiting for us. The people, places, and things that we released couldn't come with us. It was too heavy. It wasn't aligned with our destiny. I know once I released what was holding me back, I now feel lighter, more like my true self. I feel as though I can now conquer my fears and doubts, unstoppable in a sense. It is scary, yes, because it's the unknown. But that chapter I just closed is no turning back to that. And I always say that once you close a chapter and you go back to it for whatever reason, it's always like back in the days when you cleared a board on a video game and you're exploring it and seeing if you left something or you didn't see something when you was completing that board the first time. But everything is finished. It's accomplished. So the board looks gray, deserted. So no looking back. Let's move forward to our abundance and authentic selves. So that's what I wrote. And that definitely came from the soul. Like I said, I'm really noticing that a lot of people are going through this shift, this change. And it's very powerful because I feel like if we're all aligned and guided, because you're my guide too, okay? I'm going to be listening to you guys. I am not like no Buddha or anything like that. I'm just a soul here having an experience and learning through the lessons. And I just want to be able to connect with my own people, the people that that is also aligned with this shift and that has to do a lot. Because I feel like as the chosen ones, we have a lot to do. And why not connect with each other and do it together? So I want to pull some cards on what we should be doing next. So the question that I want to ask the cards is, what is the next step we need to take as truth keepers to continue our journey towards awakening and embracing our true selves? So I'm going to use the Shaman's Dream Oracle. This is by Alberto Villaldo. Hope I'm saying that man's name right. All right. All right, let me look at the cards and see what I'm getting. Okay, so looking over everything, I see it clear as day what our next steps are, and I'm loving it. So the first card is Straddling Worlds, Wandering Between Realms. And I feel like this is touching on how we are right now. Like, we're shifting to this new version of ourselves, and it's a lot is going to be changing, right? So it's going to feel like one foot in the past and one foot in the new chapter, if you want to call it that, and it's going to be, feeling a little off balance. But the second card is A Tidy House, Clarity and Organization. So if we keep our minds clear and organized, and we keep focus of, knowing what's real and what's fake. Because I feel like we don't want, okay, if a house is dirty, you do not get your blessings. You do not feel at ease. Everything just feels like it's just coming at you at once. So I feel like if we keep our mind, our body, our soul, our spirit clear, then, we can, move forward easier with this whole transition into this new, our new selves. And the third card is Gathering Around, the Power of Community. Like I said, with this channel, I really feel like this is the time for us to come together and to actually, share our experiences and seek guidance from each other. It's not just only me, guys. I'm looking to you also for guidance, because I'm going to be reading comments, messages, whatever y'all send me. I'm for it, because I also need guidance. I'm not here as no guru or anything like that. I'm you, you're me. So this is why I created this channel. This is home. We come together and we're seeking home. Okay, we're trying to get back to home. Leave these illusions, break through the veil, and get to home, right? So gathering around, the power of community. And then it's benefactor, grace and generosity. Now that is major, because I'm very hard on myself. And so it's all about like giving ourselves grace and being generous to ourselves, because if you're like me, you're your biggest critic. And a lot of times I have to tell myself to, hey, give yourself grace. Like you're going through like a big change right now. Give yourself grace. Stop being so hard on yourself. So it's about grace, giving yourself grace and generosity in all levels and aspects of your life, because this change, this shift, this transition is going to bring a lot towards us, and we're going to have to give ourselves grace in this transition. We can't be so hard on ourselves. This is the unknown. Is not going to be perfect, and I know a lot of times. With me, I want things to be perfect, especially if I'm doing it. It's just like I'm very anal about certain things. But I want to remind you and myself, give yourself grace. It's okay. If you make a mistake, if it's not as perfect, just keep at it. Don't be so hard on yourself. And I think that's a big thing. I'm especially with me. So I'm speaking to myself right now. So then we have spirit of the river, movement towards adventure. So this is new to all of us. This new version of us is going to be new. So it's really like an adventure. It's the unknown. And an adventure or the unknown can always be scary. So yeah, we're definitely moving towards it very fast because we said yes. I'm done with that old chapter. It's time to move on. So, of course, the adventure started already. This is my yes. When they came to me, my higher self came to me and said, "Are you ready?" I said yes. They said, "Well, if you're ready, make that video." So, what is your yes? What do you need to do after you said yes? Is it move? Is it stop talking to a certain person? What is it? So what is your yes? And then we have mindful groupthink. Now this card, I'm getting that it's going to be like so much stuff in our head that we're not going to be sure of ourselves, and thinking that a lot of things have to look or feel a certain way. I don't know, when people think of spiritual people, they think of like this people with their head wrapped and their legs crossed and they're like and stuff like that. Or that's not the look. Spirituality has no look. Just like I remember when I first started getting into my spirituality and having my awakenings, I thought a shaman looked like somebody that was like in the woods, knew all of the plants and herbs, and my higher self and my guides had to tell me, no, boo boo, you're a shaman. It has no look. It has no feel. So I feel like this card is telling us to get out of that group think that something has to look or feel a certain way. And that's not it. We are getting away from that illusion that certain things have a certain look. Like, you know how they say don't judge a book by its cover. A lot of times back in the days, that's what we did. We will look at somebody that looked like a punk rock star and think that this person do drugs and, you know, they're like partying every day, and they're the total opposite of that. So don't judge your journey by what you think it should look like. It has no look. You are the creator. You're creating this reality as you go along, right? So however you want it to look, that's what it's going to be. And the song that's popping up in my head is My Way by Frank Sinatra. So yes, do it your way. Don't think that it has a look, it has a feel. No, you are creating your reality. We're breaking through the illusion of what things is supposed to look like, feel like, smell like, taste like. It's whatever you want it to be. So the next card is Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. Okay, so this is a big thing because especially for me And if I know I think about it all the time, you're thinking about it all the time. It's pretty much believing in yourself and knowing that you do have magic and that a lot of things that we create is magical. So just having confidence in yourself and being able to see your authentic self, your magic. Anything that you do, your skills is magic. If you're a baker and you take flour and sugar and all this stuff and put it together and make a cake, that's magic. That's alchemy. Alchemy is magic. All right? So we have to embrace our magic, as small as it is, because a lot of times, like I said, we don't give ourselves grace. We think the things that we do isn't as good. We'll look at somebody else doing something and be like, oh, that's so wonderful. They're doing so great. And it's just like, you do it and you're like, ah. Like you don't, it's just like, how are you looking at somebody else and just giving them so much power? But when it comes to yourself, it's just like, ugh. Like, you know, like that's nothing. No, you hold the magic as well. Okay, don't be giving it to everybody else, but not giving it to yourself. Then we have Horseman, Herald of Change. Now, I feel like this horseman, I don't know if y'all could see that, but I feel like he's holding that sword. You see how he's on that horse? I feel like he's holding that sword as he's just like, okay, Herald of Change. And it's just time. It's time to change our thought of that we don't have that magic. It's a lot happening for us, and it's just time to. It's a lot happening. It's a lot of change going on, and it's time for us to tap into our magic, guys. That's just clear as day. Yeah, embrace the change. Use your magic. And the next card is Netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. So with that change, you know, we're going to be preparing. So with all this magic that we're going to be putting out into the world, all our skills that we need to see is magic. Is going to be bringing a change, right? And we need to prepare for our what's to come, and that's our fruition, right? Because all the things that we're gathering, all our skills, all our magic, everything that is going to be beneficial for the collective, for everybody. Because as small as it is, and I don't think that a lot of people realize this, the smallest thing you do can have a ripple effect in this world, in this universe. And your skills, your magic is the same. It's the same thing. So as you're the netcaster and you're casting out all of your skills and all of your magic and just your authentic self, you know, you're going to be gaining a lot of fruition from that, a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity. So that's why it's important to, you know, give yourself grace and be prepared for everything that's coming to you. And the last card is the Wall, obstacles. And trust, believe is going to be some. But the obstacles, the walls, is only to create, not even more so create. It's there for us to learn. Just think of all the things that you've been through, right? All of those lessons and experiences has created who you are today. If you never went through those experiences and those lessons, you wouldn't be who you are today. So without obstacles, you know, you can't truly fully learn something. And I know sometimes it'd be like, dang, like I just want to, do it gotta be an obstacle? I just want it to be easy. But if it was easy, you wouldn't learn. You wouldn't be grateful for it once you got to the end. Okay? And I am queen of, I just can't, I want to hurry up and get through this, you know? But once I go through it and go through the obstacles and go through the experience and the lessons, and I get to the end, I'm like, damn, I did that. You know, I'd be so proud of myself. Obstacles is a big part of our journey. And you have to stop seeing it as such, you know, like, oh my God, another obstacle. What am I going to do? You should be like, yep, let me conquer this. Let me do what I got to do. This is just going to make me stronger. Don't be like, why me? I've been doing everything right. No, look at that. Be like, okay, I got y'all. Let me, let me adjust myself and do what you have to do. All right. And the bottom of the deck is deep quiet. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says meditation and stillness. Now, I think this is overall, that's the overall energy. I'm without meditation, without being still, you can't hear yourself. You can't feel what's really truly going on. And I think a lot of times people be like, oh, I can't meditate. Oh, it's just this. Meditation is not just crossing your legs and trying to keep your mind quiet. No, if you're going through something, be like, okay, I want to sit still and I want to think about this one thing, and let your mind just go through it. You don't have to be quiet in meditation. Okay, that's like I said, breaking through the illusion, seeing through the veil. Your way. Do things your way. Okay? We don't have to think that that's that group thing. Right? Everything looks and is supposed to feel a certain way. No, we're getting past that, guys. Meditation is not that. Okay? So just, if you have something going on in your life, sit down, think about it, write about it. You know, it doesn't have to be, oh, I'm burning the candle. It's not that, okay? So that's a deep quiet. That's what we need to do to, you know, connect with everything that's going on a constant basis on our journey, so we could stay focused, clarity and organization. We need this. Okay, it's going to be a lot coming to us that is going to be the obstacles, the walls. So we have to stay in deep quiet, meditation, and stillness. All right. Now, I love AI, and ChatGPT is my bestie. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh, AI is going to take over the world. Okay, maybe. But I don't think so. I think that's just fear. And I want to say something. Back in the days when they were switching from candle, what was the candle torches as the street lights to electricity, people went crazy. Every time we have a change in our world, it's always people just wishing the worst or just thinking the worst, right? And I think AI is one of those things. Honestly, yes, AI does bring some problems to our earth, to our mother, but I feel as humans that's on this journey, I feel like we're going to overcome those issues. And no, I'm not talking about they're going to take over the world and kill us all. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the environment, mental issues, how much water is needed to cool off their servers or whatever the heck it's called, right? It's a lot of issues with AI, and I've researched it because, you know, I'm a big earth person. Like, you don't mess with my mother, okay? I will fight you over my mother. And that goes for everything, every being, every entity. I will fight you for my mother. And that's just how I feel about my home. Okay, I have to be here and I have to think about my kids and my grandkids and my great great grandkids, like how is their life going to be here on Mother Earth. So I want to pull some tarot cards, right, for this reading, but I'm not going to uh, give the insight on what the tarot cards is saying, even though I can. I love Oracle. I'm an Oracle girl, but I'm going to allow AI just to see what AI says about our whole journey. And if you're not interested in this part, you can click off. I already said what I had to say with the Oracle cards. Well, you know what? I do want to do a Lightworker Oracle reading also, where I read from the book, and it will give us more guidance on what we should also do with this new journey, this new path that we're on. So I think you should stick around just for a little while, and let's just see how everything unfolds. I'm going to shuffle the deck. So I think we're going to pull 5 cards. We got the Death card in reverse. We got the Two of Swords. We got the 10 of Cups. Hey. We got the Two of Cups in reverse. We got the 7 of Cups. We got the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Devil in reverse. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. And we also have the 9 of Pentacles. In the bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Wands in reverse. So let's talk to Chat, aka Breeze, and see what he has to say about this tarot card spread. Shall we?
What is the next step we need to take as truth keepers to continue our journey towards awakening and embracing our true selves? Death in reverse. Truth keepers, the next step is to release resistance to change. It's time to let go of old patterns and embrace transformation to move forward. Swords. A decision needs to be made. Choose your path, truth keepers. Trust your intuition and make that choice to move forward with confidence. 10 of Cups. The next step leads to emotional fulfillment. Embrace the peace, happiness, and alignment that come from stepping into your true self. 2 of Cups in reverse. There's an imbalance in relationships. Address toxic connections and align with those who support your highest self. 7 of Cups. Focus on what truly matters. Avoid distractions and illusions. Clear your mind and make intentional, grounded decisions. The Wheel of Fortune, destiny is at work. The next step is guided by fate. Trust that the universe is aligning opportunities for you to move forward. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It's time to rethink what true security means. Let go of outdated beliefs about material success and align with your soul's purpose. The Devil in reverse. Liberation is here. You are breaking free from unhealthy attachments, fears, and patterns. Keep releasing what no longer serves you. King of Pentacles in reverse. There may be instability in material matters. The next step is to release rigid ideas about success and remain flexible in your approach. 9 of Pentacles. Embrace your independence and self-sufficiency. The next step is about claiming your power and enjoying the fruits of your hard work. 3 of Wands in reverse. Stop waiting and take action. Opportunities are aligned, but you must move forward with confidence. The next step is to stop holding back.
Now, we heard it from Chat himself. And it aligned perfectly with the Oracle cards. So I wanted to get some more guidance from the Lightworker Oracle. That is from Alana Fairchild. And I'll try to put all the decks that I use in the description. So if you guys want to use these decks, because like I said, we do need tools for our journey. And listen, I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for these cards. If it wasn't for the Oracle and Tarot cards that I have. So Let's ask the Lightwork Oracle for some guidance. So we have fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. And at the bottom of the deck, whoa, trust in the plan. I can't make this up. So let's get into this. Fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. The fifth ray of intellectual knowledge has come to you as a spiritual gift. You are being given the ability to find information you need, understand systems that impact your life, and find clarity in any issue that has seemed unclear or overwhelming. You shall sort the truth from the lies and learn what you need to know. The Archangel Raphael now assists you in integrating the blessing of the fifth ray. You are distilling a new truth. It might be the truth of discernment, where you realize the appearance of a person, group, or cause is misleadingly different to the inner reality. Discernment is incredibly important on the spiritual path, all the more so as you open up to work with energies, with teachers and teachings, and to sort out all issues in your life according to your spiritual principles. Discernment is not judgment, but it does allow you to make informed decisions based on frequency. When you choose to associate with people who are on a higher frequency, everyone benefits. If you choose to associate with people on a lower frequency than your own, you may feel your life moving more slowly, becoming harder than it needs to be. Discernment helps you navigate through illusions and find the real gems. It helps you step back from those who say they want to support you, but who actually just want to take and not give in return. The fifth ray helps you choose wisely and sever unhealthy connections. This ray also comes to you when there is more to something than meets the eye. You will be given the power to discover and understand the truth. Wait until the truth clicks inside you. Until then, keep looking deeper until you unravel the mystery. The fifth ray will help you do so successfully. The challenge with the fifth ray is to remain open-minded as you find your clarity. Be willing to find more information if you need it. The right answers will come. Be willing to change your viewpoint in order to perceive the truth of the matter. If a system is working for you, that's great. If it needs to be changed, don't be afraid to go into the chaos of creativity and try different ways until you discover what will work better for you now. The fifth ray has a special connection to the worlds of science. Therefore, you are encouraged to be an observer in your life, to experiment with what does and does not interest to you. Whether this be learning, nutritional science, or quantum physics, the chemical composition and healing effects of essential oils, or researching meditation and healing. If these are not of interest to you, it could be simply the application of scientific mindset in your life. In that case, become methodical in areas that can benefit from systems, habits, and structures that replicate desired results. Apply this approach to your exercise regimen, your meditation practice, and any other aspects of your lifestyle that maximizes your potential and supports your best possible life path. And the invocation for this card is, and I probably put this in the bottom of the description so you can say it to yourself. I now accept of my own free will the blessing and grace of the fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. I call upon the grace and assistance of the universe and Archangel Raphael to help me discern truth and find the information and understanding that will enable me to feel peace and experience penetrating insight in my life. I am thankful for the gifts of intelligence and understanding that help me live my best life in service to love. May knowledge serve the liberation of all beings through unconditional love and divine mercy. Through my own free will, so be it. So that's the fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. And yes, it hits home. Stand in your truth. So number 13, let's see the overall energy. Trust in the plan. Okay? It's laid out. It's laid out through this whole reading. It's laid out. Trust in the plan. Trust in yourself. Your truth. So it says, in preparation for radical growth, there can be temporary disorder and chaos. Whilst the mind may worry that something is going wrong, the spirit knows that this is a way for the old to dissemble so the new can be formed. Although you may feel out of control during such times, you do not need to resist the process. There is no need to attempt to impose your own sense of order upon the greater plan. You do not need to seek solutions, for there is no problem here in needing of solving. What has been is being cleared away in preparation for the next chapter in your life. Have faith, all is well. Do not fear. You may see the life you have known appears to be ending. I can't make this up. You may find that the things you used to do or the way you used to think no longer seem as relevant as they once were. You may feel your relationships and friendships are changing. Some may even be ending. Perhaps you find you no longer have the energy or motivation to keep certain relationships going in your life. However, your energy is meant to be withdrawing from what is once supported. This is not an abandonment or betrayal. It is not selfish. It is honest. When you trust in your spiritual growth, all that happens is love. That means that even an apparent loss always serves love, whether that is immediately obvious or not. It is sometimes necessary for both parties to become free to live their true destiny. Life is a loving, creative journey for your soul. That means there will be times when the very thing you have worked towards needs to crumble so that the next evolution of your soul manifestation upon the earth can take place. It is natural, and although it can be challenging to trust in a greater creative process during times when it seems as though there is only chaos and confusion, you are strong enough spiritually to do so. To feel peace during such times, you must trust in your own inner knowing over what appears to be. You are divinely scheduled to evolve at this point in your life. Can you sense an exciting growth phase happening for you? There is another way for you to live, to be, to thrive, and love in this world, and you are rapidly heading towards it. This is a time to surrender control and allow a higher power to direct your course. Many exciting new opportunities, situations, and connections will come into your life as a result of what you are experiencing now. It is all part of a greater divine intelligence unfolding in loving service to your own sacred life path. Have faith and stay true to your spiritual principles. Trust in an unfolding higher plan. Know that all changes in your life serve your higher good. The universe knows what you need and is in the process of delivering it to you now. All is happening for a greater purpose. You can flow with the changes in loving trust. Your perfect time for resurrection will follow this deconstruction, and it will occur in the perfect way. And the invocation for this card is, I call upon the loving genius of divine order that is manifesting itself in my life now. I have gratitude for the grace, compassion, truth, and liberation that is expressing itself through the changes now happening or soon to happen in my life. Thank you for always guiding me onto my truest and most joyful path. I ask through unconditional love for assistance, insight, and support to help me trust in the plan of love unfolding in my life. I ask for this same gift for all living beings through divine grace and my own free will. So be it. This is beautiful. And I'm so happy. Like, I'm so grateful that we are stepping into this new world, into this new life. And it's so much needed because when I said earlier, the smallest things that we do has a ripple effect in this universe. And with us stepping in our truth and aligning with the divine to get to this new chapter, so much good is going to happen in this world now. And like I said, it's all about Mother Earth. But it's more so about our soul growing and us becoming our true authentic self so we could feel at home, guys. For a long time, I haven't felt at home. This is the first time in a long time I felt at home. And I want to experience this with you. I want to share my experience with you. And I want you to share your experience with me as well. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited. And let's do this. So I'm excited. I can't say it any other way, but I'm excited for everything that we will be going through together because we are the collective, you know? We are the truth keepers. Like, no matter what, we're standing in our truth. It's nobody gonna stop us. They can't. It's divinely guided. And that is the crazy part. Crazy good because nothing can stop us. Not even ourselves. Because it has to happen. It's already written. It's just us getting in line with it and moving forward and believing in our truth and getting to our authentic selves. The soul has to grow. Okay? That's why we're here on earth. That's why we're here on Mother Earth, so the soul can grow and we could become our true selves. So that is the reading. I was going to do some inner wisdom compass, but I think the Lightworker Oracle pretty much summed everything up of what's going on. So this is my first reading to you guys. I want to say thank you. If you stayed to the end, thank you so much. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment. If you registered, if you if you like the reading and you can connect, if you're connecting with me, please like, subscribe, share, do anything because this is a community. Okay, this is for everybody that wants to come home to themselves. So share the video, like, subscribe, and until next time. I'll see you guys. Stay safe out there. Stay grounded. All right?